Afternoon, I should say. Let's get into Divinity Original Sin 1. I won.
Hold!
Perhaps I can detonate that explosive from a distance.
Oh, yeah.
Look out, I see a
Better to detonate that mine safely than trip over it myself.
Ah, a forge.
What could that have done?
Careful! Look out! I see a trap nearby.
What could that have done?
Look out!
There must be a way.
Have I got... What can I cook up?
Perhaps I can detonate that explosive from a distance.
What's with the stars? Ooh. That's nice. A bit awkward. And they spell it? I got. Don't know, all more an old-fashioned name.
In the days of old, the sorcerers of Riverlong cured the sick and healed the wounded through a great power called Source. But a terrible darkness invaded the land, and Source was forever tainted. The sorcerers who once healed now only destroy, and madness has overtaken them.
Sounds bullshit.
You brave Source hunters are all that stand between Riverlon and the dark power that threatens to destroy it. Wherever Source appears, hunters follow.
Rise and shine, Master Source Hunters. The cam wants you up on deck. Hear them calls? Means we're close to shore. I don't ever you go in there, Master Source Hunters. City's full of undead, hungry enough for blood. But you're supposed to investigate
going to.
murder, ain't you? They say it's Source that did the Counselor in. Source in a city like Sicil. No one's
Sicil.
safe anymore. Here they are, Captain Sir.
God's blessings on you, hunters. You'll be happy to hear we've reached Sicil. But there's trouble offshore, so we'll have to sail in carefully. Here, have a look. Those are orc ships, and they're blocking our passage. We'll get you as close to the city as we can, and drop you off in the beach. Be wary now. Orcs are on the attack. Undead have closed every route out, and there's a sorcerer on the loose. If we're to get justice for the Counselor, you'll have to keep your wits about you. May the luck of the gods be with you both, Source Hunters. If I didn't know there were orc ships raiding to the west, I'd mistake this for a placid beach.
At least the orcs make a bit of noise when they attack. It's dark-dealing sorcerers that'll strike with neither warning nor mercy.
Source hunters! How did they find us?
Take the stone to the temple. These whelps will be easy.
Dude, I'm level 4.
As you say.
I'm in the level 4. I'm fucked already. Okay, never mind. They're running.
Arise, fair dead. Seize upon our enemies.
Okay, that's better.
Their leader said something about escaping with a stone.
Stolen from this dungeon, I imagine. Can we get inside?
Those thieves were more than petty criminals. Their leader gave life to the dead. What stone could they have been so keen on taking?
We can't well turn away from such an odious show of source. Let's investigate the tomb and see what answers it might reveal.
Indeed, for all...
We've just got animal. I probably should just ignore the tutorial messages because it seems like the controls are exactly the same as original Sin 2. Just the graphics that have changed. Remove the animation a little bit because they seem a bit sluggish.
Careful, there's a mine in the middle of our path.
Someone must have an interest in protecting whatever's kept here.
I've always heard there's typically more to a king's tomb.
This seems to be broken.
It could be a myth, or it could be our lucky day.
spotted something.
You're like a gorilla in a porcelain store.
It's not a good sign.
I'm drenched. I'm drenched.
Maybe this is a trap if I ever saw one.
Hold! Our enemies have laid a trap.
Apparently there's only 2 characters, there's the potential to be more. I've spotted something interesting.
Well, what's this I've spotted? I've spotted something interesting. Shh! I think I hear voices downstairs.
The last thing we need is to surprise another angry summoner. I sense enemies nearby.
My robes are soaked! You better hope there's no heat for flame!
Can't go up that way.
I was really hoping to find something better.
How did I get to the crafting screen? Here we go. Let's combine stuff. Ah, screw you. Not cook anything? Oh, that was poison that I just tried to make. Droga.
A living rat dares disturb the slumber of the dead? A thief in life, I toil to care for these holy grounds. In death, I protect them from profaners and I suppose you only crept among these sacred tombs for leisure. I suppose you had no lust for the treasure. Strange indeed. Robed indeed. Your tricks will not save you from retribution. Run if you like, Defiler.
Everything I touch burns in sacrifice.
My target dances in shadow.
We'll be hearing from you for a while. Time to deal some damage. glory in this death.
Death never dies, fool. Death in 1,000 forms rules all.
Die, vermin!
Here lies Master Ragequin's second apprentice, killed by dying. Here lies Master Ragequin's first apprentice, killed by a falling corpse.
I'm guessing that was the other apprentice.
Again? This is a single malt, imported all the way. Hold it right there, orc scum! No.
Calm down, Junius.
Just hold your tongue, will you, Bibius? We're legionnaires, of course. On the lookout for orcs, for they've been attacking from the sea. God knows why they do it, but we stand firm. We of the Legion,
Liberators of liquor too, aren't we, old chum?
Shh! Just pipe down, will you, Bibius? Aye, a noble word for watchdog, that. For that is what we do. Watch over the local dogs that ever so often aim for one another's throat, and separate them to keep the peace. Separate by the sword, that is.
Best way to calm a wily dog is to neuter it. Ha! Spay for pay. Legion's
Just put a sock in it, will you, Bibius?
Ever kept the watch? Stood on the lookout for hours on end, bored stiff. Boredom's a demon buddy, and booze is the demon hunter. There. I do declare it's time for this hunter to take another shot. Huzzah! So, you're sorcerers, are you? And how are we supposed to verify that's true? We can't read, my friend. So for all we know, those papers say you're a polymorph.
You know what? We'll take you two to the wizard. I know he reads. He has books large as a house, that one. Yeah.
I don't need an escort, especially not a drunken one. Back off, or...
Are you mad? You'd kill legionnaires. Let's just go to the wizard peacefully.
All right, we'll do it.
Capital. Come along.
As long as I can explore the area still.
What the hell is happening down there? Orcs? Bloody orcs? Come, let's go back to the bridge. The source hunters had that big roots.
Please tell me that branch is not better. Just good. Music is tiny and storm. I'll like that. Come back a little bit later. All the other areas first.
Pass the bottle, would you, Junius? My throat's dry.
Again, this is a single malt, imported all the way from Hawkesbury, you know. It ain't the local pig swill they sell for ale.
Single malt, my stubbly arse. You've been had by one of
I
them
just picked up
smooth
Kit for
talking
dough.
salesmen again. Come, get here. before I-
Somewhere to cook it.
Oh, mighty ocean, how I pine for thee. Look, look, a wanderer. Call me Ishmael, son of the sea, an outcast upon these wretched shores. An exiled shell, doomed to live under a canopy of arid sky, not his native tender water. Of course I can talk. Don't be silly. There's more tongue to me than heart. Indeed, the surprise should be mine, for I still remember the days when your kind swung from branches and plucked the vermin out of their neighbor's fur. Huh. Time is an indulgent mistress to one who spends happy hours as she passes. Oh, I remember ancient times, for I have lain here since antiquity. All this I have seen. My fate is a cruel one, I assure you. How many snot-noses have held me up against their dirty little ears, only to claim that, of course, they can hear her, the brats. Yes, yes, I can. What do you say?
Kindness is its own reward, and then...
Agreed.
Liberator, kind benefactor. The sea, I have returned, where every wave feels like a mermaid's kiss. May the bounty of the deep be yours, along with my eternal gratitude.
Ooh. Right, I'll need a stove in this game, alright.
Is that a corpse? What's it doing here alone?
What? Did you expect it to have an entourage?
Oh, thank heavens. Maybe now you can learn something useful, like how to wash your underthings.
Can you believe this? The man jumped off a cliff at the behest of some statues of...
Pure madness. How could someone be so utterly naive?
Agreed. Call me skeptical, but a little proof goes a long way for the wrath.
You craven chickens! You cowered here while the rest of us fought?
Oh, come on.
Hail, Source Hunter! Why? I don't think I could... I'm not so different from... Bloody orcs are at it again! Beats me what on earth they... That rat-faced shape... It's hard to say. That ship needs attention, and fast. Beats me what traitorous madness came over that. Whatever the curs in...
There we go.
Unbelievable! You watched your brethren be slaughtered by Twitter your thumbs?
We were protecting the rear.
Taken before his time, far before his time.
Maybe it should help.
Oi, the Sauce Hunter! Nice to see these winds are blowing more than bloody... Oh, I'm not so different from any other soldier you'll meet round these parts. We've all lost more comrades here. It's these orcs. Now that rat-faced shame, they may need help. I would go myself, but we legionnaires are under strict orders never to abandon our posts. Never know when... Beats me what traitorous madness came over that dog. A man among all. Whatever the Kerr's incentive to raise swords alongside that murderous lot. Let's... One day, comrade, vengeance will be ours.
What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's... Ah, but I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only come to one conclusion. Source hunters have arrived in Sicil. You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Ahu, at your service. It was I, so you were, and so... There we are. Meet my other half, Hunter. Ha ha! No need to look so flabbergasted. I may be a wizard rife with tricks and guile, but I assure... So, now that the cat is out of the bag, let us turn to the matter of Councillor Jake's murder.
Councillor Jake?
It's hard
Is that the Jake from the last
but I
game?
can feel in my very whiskers that sorcery was at play. Visit the scene of the crime, and I'd bet sardines for salad you'll say the same. Captain Aureus, though, the local commander of the Legion, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Sicil proper. The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though, so you'll need Aureus's permission should you want to have a peek. So there are, or rather, there is. Popular opinion has it his wife did the deed, but to be frank, I have my doubts. She seems a likely candidate, to be sure, but that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how to charm, yes, but I just don't see her magic extend beyond a... Still, don't simply take my word for it, Hunter. It may be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion has her under guard in her shop near the town square. That's where you'll find poor Jake's widow. A human, you say? Truly? And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts. A shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. So I don't quite know what to make of this news. Ah, the undead. They've been clawing their way out of the ground for 2 years. The Legion did a good job keeping them at bay, but I think it's fair to say that without my magic-infused bat, someone is responsible for the outbreak. Necromancers are at work, but who are they and where do they hide? Unfortunately, that is absolutely correct. The Orc siege is yet another hairball. We've cordoned off the western beach where most Orc activity has been reported. For the 9 lives of me, I can't seem to... There's nothing of interest along the waterfront. except for a set of caves with an unfavorable reputation. Maybe there... Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Such magic is a gift, Hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct. Even articulate speech, perhaps human... To be out in the night. To stalk on silent paws and hunt with only the... But of course, it's handy to speak in more than meows. And I couldn't brew potions or make machines without a... I'm glad we've met, Source Hunter. And I'm certain we have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me. Once you're there, just take the stairs. But do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may bark like a beagle with its tail stuck in the door, but you won't get very far in your investigation without speaking to the de facto leader of Sicil. And with that, I bid you adieu, Hunter. Adieu and good luck. May...
Sects, undead, orcs. Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go see that Aureus chap Ahu mentioned?
I'll be right back. I got a pen heater on. It's getting cold in here.
Bringing your little orcish girlfriend here is like bringing a wolf to a hen house.
Nonsense. Listen. She's
What fool would thrust a two-bit love potion out of a back-page circular from youthful gore? An orc in love. Ha! When this little chatting fades, she'll liberate the flesh from our faces.
Come now. Enough demons to win. Huh? One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
Avert your gaze, and I'll handle this threat for all our sakes.
You wouldn't hurt a fly, and I won't let you.
I grabbed an orange. Nice nails. Oh, Bill and Bull.
I used to see orcs in every shadow.
Salutations! Source hunters, I see. This is a storing house for Legion supplies. Perhaps the most important building in the realm, by my and others' estimation. And I, Sergeant Courteous, have been trusted to guard it. Courteous is my name. The Legion is my calling.
Trying to kill this orange, but not very easy. Hold on.
This place
Moira.
Well, a source hunter. This place reeks of orc stench.
Come now, enough doom and gloom. Cast your gaze instead upon my...
Who better than a proven orc crusher to convince my dumbbell of a friend here that orcs are predators, not pets?
Enough of that. I know how dangerous an orc can be, but this one has been... My friend here and I were patrolling outside the city walls, when who did I see creeping along the shore but this lovely orcish lady? For a brief second, as long... Perhaps confused by the butterflies in her stomach, she sprang up and began running, claws bared towards Marius. Fortunately for him, I had the presence of mind to ignore my sword and instead adroitly fling my pouch of trinkets towards her. A vial of love potion shattered over her head, and when she turned to face... I'm sure she must have been compelled to join the Orcish army under some kind of duress. A lady with such a sweetly savage manner would never willingly join up with those vicious marauders.
This bit's an idiot.
I can assure you that maybe...
Excuse, my friend.
Your woman's, you say? He'd believe it was noon at midnight if he read it on a printed pamphlet.
Let her live. If that potion were truly worthless, it wouldn't have been able to charm her in the first place.
You would trust a quack magazine from Youthal Gore? She's clearly liable to snap at any minute.
Think of the intel this creature could provide, and if she begins to revert, these men are armed and will be able to subdue her.
I ordered a similar love potion from Youthal Gore before, you know. Since you obviously have no special affection for me, I think we can conclude the advertisements just don't deliver.
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
Damn, she won.
All right, we'll do it your way.
Glad to hear I'm not the only one with...
No! She's hurt! You bastard! You had no right!
No right to protect not only you from your own stupidity, but myself and the citizens of Seal as well.
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
Curious.
God, duty's not so bad, hey? Would be quite a bit better if I could do it in peace. Just making conversation, mate. Mate, he says. We are colleagues, nothing more. Come now, it's just a turn of phrase. Will you please turn your phrases elsewhere?
Not the wrong decision.
Nothing worse than being. I can't even smell the sea air over this rock.
I should have done this from the very... I should have done this from the very start.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I...
House.
Potent heat.
Raining up. I'll put that pot, the pizza on the furnace. Okay. Chickens more. It's a very pointless alliteration.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues? This here's my family business. Yes, there's been a Roberts escorting stiffs into the next life since the foundation of Cyseal itself. They don't write epics about morticians, but I'm... Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days, with so many laid low by the orcs and such like. I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from life. We set him to rest in the northern graveyard. Perhaps he can finally get a little peace. What about it? Didn't I just say we gave it a respectable send-off? Why are you giving me the 3rd degree?
moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are the Source Hunter, are you not? The hero the whole of Sightseal is abuzz about. The talk of the town. The juice... No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. It is an intervention of fate. Yes, that's it. Fate has put me on this very spot, so I may tell you all about a most intriguing opportunity indeed. Mendius, at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what it used to be, and that is a man of medicine. But what does a man of medicine do but mend what has first been broken? I saved lives, to be sure, but today I change them. Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a once...
Of course I do. How could someone in my profession not...
Quite right.
See here. You and I share the same passion. I never doubted it for a moment. The thrill of walking the unbeaten path. The rush of finding yourself. Too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense. Am I right? The wage of a mere soldier. Now, between you and me, tell me truthfully.
Riches do not interest me much, actually.
Really? I wouldn't...
Well, don't quarrel about it on my account. Still, if a matter is divisive, it is divisive mainly because it is alluring. And riches are... Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety, without spice? To be a source hunter must get frightfully dreary sometimes. Am I right? All those orders. Investigate this, retrieve that, and at the end of the day, what do you have to show for it? Wouldn't you prefer to call your own shots? Be your own boss?
Not the move for cheese. An excuse is more...
There's no shame in following directives if your masters are worthy of your trust.
True enough. We serve a just...
Come now. I refuse to believe such a uniquely skilled individual would settle for a puppet's role. Life's too short to spend it, and that is exactly why I am here. Why fate has put me... the fabulous 5. How I enjoy simply saying the words that describe the most illustrious... You'd like nothing more than to enlist. What a gem of a question. Now then, to join the fabulous 5 is to join a fellowship, to join a fraternity, a sorority, a community. The title of Knight is bestowed upon you Of course, should you spread the word, should you propagate the gospel of the fabulous 5 and thereby draw new... By now, the genial glow of the fellowship must have warmed your heart. It has, hasn't it?
Is this a Ponzi scheme?
Fellowship? I mean family. For like a family, we support one another. Cheer, work hard. Fulfill contracts. Enlist new knights. And of course, all you...
This fabulous 5 business sounds too good to...
Agreed.
Oh, how frightfully disappointing. How illogical and short-sighted.
So you're just hanging around the inn, are you?
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have. I am the Duke of Ferrell. Though I suppose my name is in the mouths of enough ruthless gossipers that you've heard of me. It's very tragic news.
Come now, Alistair. Saw twice.
Ha! The closest I've got to my match is when I leave.
What have we here? A source hunter, is it? Well, my day just became rather more stimulating. Oh, stand still then, if you don't mind. I want to take a tall as an elf. strong as an orc. But your face, and my word, what passion burns from your eyes. Please forgive my being forward, but I am Anna. I've cut 1,000 throats, and baked 1,000 bread rolls, stolen the crown jewels of the Queen of Arata, and when the day comes that I die, the gods will evacuate the heavens to make space. I contain multitudes, you see, and I am utter. But then, that I have, for nearly a lifetime it seems. Well, I'm sure you must know what I mean. Like existence itself lacked a significant component? Like if you could only fill... I believe I have found that component, that body, that spirit within you, Source Hunter. Come, if ever we... Yes, you must join the Fabulous Five. Right? Already refused to join, but darling, didn't you... Away from me now, oh perfect specimen.
Sorry, I've run out of signed handkerchiefs. An Alistair keyring, maybe. What do you mean, not familiar? Why? I'm own. And don't forget, your interest. A word of warning, those nasty.
Come now, Alistair.
Ah, pointless chatter with strangers does. How curious of you to show interest in a lonesome stranger at the bar. Let me answer by saying that who I am. Can I tell you? I suppose I can.
Saffrons, I dare say.
Bladorix! That me? You mean you did? Yes, that it? Oh, you...
Greetings, traveler. And may the immaculate conduits... What's in a name, dear friend? For we all be... You mean you haven't heard? Oh, what? Steel yourself, friend. For your mortal spirit could be forever transformed from this moment by following her instructions and becoming initiated into the one way we can each of us live on for She came from on high to we mortals and showed us the path. She showed us that, for this hallowed information, you there go on the path.
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I can't...
Greetings, greetings. Oh, you are most welcome, that I am. I have spent more of my life on the road traveling. You wouldn't believe. Oh, but let us not discuss. Let us browse and barter.
Careful! I've spotted a trap.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
There must be some way to open this.
Me? You mean you... Yeah. Oh.
Back, demon! Back, or I'll... Well, what's this? I'll tell you, it sure does me good. You wouldn't. I trained up in Academy North, after all. We don't cross. Medora's the name. Retired. Heavens hornets! That's quite a story, comrade. See, I'm here on... Well, like there's been an attack there, comrade. Orcs. What they want in Hunter's Edge, I can't say. But it's my response. I came south seeking the lead by the skin of my teeth, comrade. I managed to wrench free. Well, comrade, I need a. I've been scouting Sicil for some time now, and I believe I've. Well, you know the old expression: 2's a tea party, 3's an.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager
A fantastic plan. With 3 source...
Another source hunter on the team will make us...
That's the spirit. Listen closely now.
Okay.
Watch out! I smell. Oh, the fierce stench of frightened source goblin.
Actually, I think that's only roast pig.
Ah, yes. Yes, of course. This time.
A source hunter will always receive a warm welcome at the town hall of some.
What? Oh, it's you. Come closer then. Closer, huh? My ears aren't what they used to be. Nor my eyes, for that matter. My elf? Oh, myself. I am Cecil, Mayor of Sicil, and husband of the stately Cecilia. I've been the mayor here for decades, and I'm quite... Oh, what? Oh, you mean Sicil? Very difficult times indeed. The undead of Overpets not to mention... And, Jake, murdered? Oh, yes. Yes, now I recall. Indeed. I could hardly believe it myself. Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. In fact, as you can imagine, I'm an all-right bloke, apart from all the... What? The undead? What of what now? Ah, you mean the staff of Pergamon. Yes, yes. I was expecting a shipment of weapons, and among the cargo was this... Cecil proved an old fool, though. For the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damn thing has gone missing. His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter, a merchant ship still docked at the Sicil harbor. You can talk to him if you think it'd help, but the staff itself contains a shard of an ore, highly valued for its use in the weapons of war. I know use of the material to be forbidden, but I was desperate to do something to aid the townsfolk against the undead. Well, I do believe that's something your parents ought to have discussed. Ah, you see, when a lady... Oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the 7th sake. I can't be bothered to chat all day about the... That depends. What kind of... Ah, the library. Yes, yes, you must have a marvelous...
I knew that dark-dealing old man dabbled in source. To the gallows, I say.
What? Oh, yes. My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine, and she's got every speck of information about this place. Yes. Victoria's come a long way from that little bundle of claws and teeth I adopted so long ago. What? Oh, yes, yes.
In the name of Amon-Hor, I bid thee Tujda Geta Hal. I am Victoria, daughter of Mayor Cecil. When I was very young, you see, I must have been cast out by my tribe. The fisherman who found me would have drowned me on the spot, for I am an orc after all. But praise be Amon-Hor, he raised me like I was his own. This kindest of souls taught me the language of men, their customs and their letters. Indeed you may. The wisdom...
This isn't the grimoire. Omnes
Oh, hello. You're familiar.
What? What is this? Who are you to interrupt my musings? Oh, but perhaps I spoke too soon. Perhaps I was mistaken, for you hardly resemble the local fisher folk, which incident... No. A source hunter. That is what you are. Yes, a stalker of sorcery, a chaser of charms pernicious. In truth, I cannot go so far as to say it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, for I take no why, simply because you hunt source, and I, Jehan, hunt demon. Now, this is a sentiment I'm on one condition. that on our joint travels we will never deal with demonic entities.
Very well. There will...
Agreed.
Most gratifying.
Oh, we got a full party.
A source hunter? Me? I live alone here in town. Oh, he's always been something of a rascal, calling his petty hooliganism. For my part, I encouraged him to join the Legion. Even got him sparring with Captain Orius now and then. But that band of... I don't even know what to call them. Well, they're his heroes, and I simply... Jageta, friend.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Race there a painter? Oh no, he's a model.
Hello, I'm a painter. I trap.
To bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Well, what sort of arrows do you...
These batches only hours from the sea.
Let's see. Say, no one's around. You wouldn't raise a fuss.
Borrow, indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant repaid.
Come now, I'll be good for it. Oh, my story's tired by now. I was happy enough, prosperous enough. I never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during... So what do you think?
That merchant has to eat too, you know. Leave the fish alone.
Yes. You know what they say about giving a man a fish. This man should learn to stand on his own 2 feet.
I suppose you've got to... Fed a hungry man, you know.
Oh, hello, love.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Ah, gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapors?
Yes. What? It was blue. It wasn't red. Yeah. Looking at Dulcina.
Come one, come all. Can't you hear the stage calling you?
Can you spare a coin?
About face. To the barracks, nuts.
Excellent!
You don't
get
the
best
to
do.
Again!
Ah, now I pulled her off you
That's
before
it,
she could
troops.
do any
Train
real
up while
damage.
you can. The next orcish strike could land at any moment.
Chicken, chicken! Blasted poultry. Don't let that rooster escape! He's already...
Isn't it a chicken's destiny to be eaten? We should catch it and give it back to the cook.
True story. And
How was that heartless? This... Fuck, okay. Apparently I'm heartless for liking chicken.
Source Hunter. As I know you're probably knee-deep in that awful murder investigation. We've been conducting a series of expeditions into undead territory, and I'm afraid I must admit they've met with very little success. Lieutenant Selenia, at your service. I'm Captain Aureus' second-in-command, but rest assured I am a lot more kindly inclined towards Source Hunt. Now, I certainly don't mind a bit of healthy competition, and even rivalry between our orders, but I, for one, have no intention of looking a gift horse in the mouth. And that is exactly what your presence in Sicil is, Source Hunter. A gift and a blessing. Only heroes such as yourself can make a true difference in this troubled part of the world. Such is my honest conviction. The undead. I pitied them at first. Many among them were once kind and innocent civilians of Sicil after all. No longer do I feel that way, though. Too many of my soldiers have fallen. The dead must be put down without mercy, if we can. The bravest among my men and women tell me they are weaker in the west and stronger in the east. So I suggest you head westward if you want to flex your muscles and test the waters before blindly diving to your death. I shall be very glad to share what information If ever we want to be victorious in Sicil, we have to track down the root of the undead uprising. Under the Pact of Volunteers, 3 expeditions were launched to do just that. But so far, none of their participants have returned.
Good.
3 landmarks were chosen for further investigation. The lighthouse, the burial mounds, and the old church. Places fraught with danger all. There's a lighthouse to the west, up on the bluffs, overlooking the sea. No man has gone there in a decade, and yet a light shines from its pinnacle every night. The locals say it's haunted, and half a dozen legionnaires have gone to find out whether or not those are mere tall tales. I fear for their safety. There are ancient burial grounds to be found north of the city. As good a place as any to start looking for necromancers, wouldn't you say? A local archaeologist offered to tag along with them. There's a church to the northeast of here, built atop the very place where once stood a temple dedicated to the source. The Sicilians razed it, and built a church for the 7 instead, supposedly to symbolize the victory of the gods over evil sorcery. All superstitious mumbo-jumbo, if you ask me. But when the dead rose, that is when they were first spotted. Hence the expedition. So I did. The Pact of Volunteers. Many legionnaires will do whatever it takes to go home, which is why I personally sign their transfer orders the moment they make it back from a mission behind enemy lines. The chances of survival during these sorties are only about 1 in 10, you see. So my soldiers are free to volunteer, and if they are successful, they just bought themselves a boat ride home.
Miners to work up mighty fine appetite, so...
It's heating up. As good as a new penny.
I need a bedroll.
I could do with a cold drink.
Oh, there's my pepper. Did it spout and run away? Ah, there it is.
I'm gonna respond to a Reddit post.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face, Virius! She bit me in the face!
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly will be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
I wish for you to try it, screech woman! The beast speaks, so you've half a brain behind that feral maul, have you? The cretin's question crossed her lips and ached an air of aptitude.
Hey, Tull, I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Virius. You'll only encourage it. You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real
Sorry, I'm just editing.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
That's the edit button.
The face, Virius! She bit me in the face!
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly will be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
I wish for you to try it, screech woman! The beast speaks, so you've half a brain behind that feral maul, have you? The cretin's question crossed her
I'll edit that later. Fuck it.
Hey, Tull, I think that
I
was
think I can do it on mobile.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Virius. You'll only encourage it. Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my good eye can see you.
Easy, Tull. That's the source hunter you're talking to.
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along the city walls. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like a wild cat and lunged right at me.
Bit Tullia right in the face, she did. It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped off it to boot.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you.
I'd say you ought to take her off our hands if you had the space. Though we couldn't guarantee she'd do more than piddle on the floor and maul your furniture.
Think that's funny, Private?
Sir, no, sir.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Sorry, sir. Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face, Virius! She bit me in the face!
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly will be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
I wish for you to try it, screech woman.
The beast speaks? So you've half a brain behind that feral maul, have you?
The cretin's question crossed her lips and aped an air of aptitude.
Hey, Tull, I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Various. You'll only encourage it. You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could
Ready
do
to
anything.
advance, ready to defend. But what'll you do if a parliament...
Be careful, Source Hunter. If I keep my eyes off this cage, the beast's liable to risk an escape.
What have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Well, look, do what you must in Scythial, but don't make waves and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs, you hear? I'm Captain Aureus, if you must know, leader of the Legion in Scythial, by which I mean I have the enviable task of commanding a battalion of walking dead, for I fear it may well be but a matter of time before the undead undo all my soldiers and turn them into drivelling hordes of their own misshapen number. Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar! Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother, but he just had to send for source hunters.
Why would you not want to investigate a murder?
They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot. Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop, understand? I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot.
Isn't it the fucking being mere means are in charge?
Report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary. The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have. Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone, perhaps? That certainly would explain some of the cock-ups you lot have made in the past. What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion relied... If you... Bravo! Figured that one out, did you? I haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're being besieged by fluffy kittens, you know. Those brain-feasting freaks out there keep on coming. And it takes all the sword arms and all of Ahu's half-baked contraptions to keep them at bay. Keeping them at bay, that is all we do. Were that how am I enjoying it? Are you spoiling for a fight, Hunter? Are you? Scythial stinks of fish, reeks of orcs, and on a good day the wind disperses the stench of decomposing corpses. I can't remember the last time I had a proper piece of steak, and by now I retch at the mere sight of sardines. So in conclusion, I am not enjoying Scythial. I'd say they are looking for weak spots in our defenses. They come... Yes, and he also... We are the pro...
This dude's fucking unpleasant.
Quiet! No talking to these scoundrels.
I think he's dead.
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter. But certainly, what would you like to know? Oh, I am but a wizard, a guardian of man and beast, and indeed I am both. My body, like any other, is bound to temporal decay. But my spirit is a speck of light that shone forth from the eternal sun that is the cosmic soul. My task upon this earth is to protect the heart of nature, the very antithesis of which is the intrigue spun by demons and directors of the dead. Hence my involvement in Scythial. You see, my one desire is to witness a world in which every mother looks around her and purrs with calm contentment, for she knows that her chicks or children, her cubs or calves, will grow up without knowing the meaning of menace, the enfeeblement of fear. To my great regret, none of them purr as yet. Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Or does it surprise you that I enjoy taking a feline guise? Such magic is a gift, hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct. Even ought to be out in the... But of course it's handy. Oh, that'll never happen. Granted, a witch could make the polymorph permanent if she'd enchant me in my cat guise, but I'll just have to be careful around witches, won't I? I'm my own wizard, you know. By all means. Of course. I hope your investigation fares well. I can but piece together what few morsels fell from the grapevine into a rather disappointing meal, I'm afraid. They say a woman arrived in the King Crab Inn sometime after midnight. She retired to a room on the ground floor where she was soon joined by a man who had been nursing the same cup of wine for hours. I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. About an hour later, another figure arrived, headed for the same room.
Ow.
Soon after, a terrible commotion erupted and the thundering light of magic was witnessed by the few remaining patrons. It took a while for the landlord to pluck up the courage to enter the mystery room. When finally he did, he found Jake there, dead. How and why he came to be there, no one knows. But I had a good look around the scene of the crime before the Legion barred anyone from entering. The traces of magic I felt were vile. I myself have none, even though the rest of the... Now, it may well be established that she is in fact the guilty party. I'm not claiming that I'm certain she's innocent. I can't say much more, but that And what might those be? Those who are raising the dead dwell among us. They simply must be. But even the enemy is... You have a flair for understatements, Hunter. I'm sure they are, until they conclude what mischief they intend. Oh, a mere trifle for one with the intellect of a feline, and...
Back to do you.
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Those boots embarrass a bridge folk.
Get them all. I'll be disfigured for life.
Sorry, sir.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face, Virius. She bit me in the face.
Sir, no, sir.
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly'll be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure.
Careful, Source Hunter. She may have the... We got report. I tapped...
Bit tell you.
Enjoy it while you can.
Well, that...
You think that's funny,
Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger under our...
After all.
Well, that's a relief, ain't it? We found a...
Heed me, Source Hunter. She's not...
You say you will take me under your wing, but I see no feathers. Are you a child of the birds, as I am of the bear? In truth, this is a relief. Your world is made with rules I have not yet memorized. I am happy to have a friend, and so the lonely babe was fed upon the wild mother's milk, and cast aside from humankind, the wise godwolf Amira raised the child Threes among her litter. So you see, I have good company. Threes the wolfson, and ask freely, my friend. Your city is far more wild than Home Forest. In Home Forest, the rules are clear. In Home here, a tiny Jarrett, wise Jarrett, taught me the bird songs of our people. A beast's life is to survive. A human's is to... I have learned all the bird song that Jarrett could teach. The remembering of the beasts is without lies. We do not remember. It is different, but he came to me when I was small. He called to me in a soft. Jarrett visited. Jarrett is my master. I heard this was a place of many people, so here I came. But I have not found the face I seek. That mystery is thick and ugly as a swarm of hornets. I watched countless of my loved ones die. The next morning, Jarrett did not emerge from his room. I left him be, but after 3 days I grew anxious. I broke down the door. He was kidnapped, and all his research was taken with him. The only clue I found was a letter among the... I do not know the one called Attenborough, but I know that if I am to find Jarrett, I must start there. Whoever this Attenborough may be, I believe he or she may know where Jarrett has been taken.
I assume you address, and undoubtedly I am not. I remember. Yes, I can. For a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Their presence distorts all in Hunter. And so let the
Source Hunter. I have heard tales both grand and terrible about. In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees. It is difficult for me to claim humanity as you do. It is strange to stand with one foot in the forest and the other in the city, Source Hunter.
I'll be right back. I want to get something out of the fridge. We've got steak and chips for dinner, so I want to take a steak out.
Attention! About face! To the barracks! Nuts! Recruits, that was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Those boots will embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining, recruits.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
Sir, no, sir.
Those boots will embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining, recruits.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
Sir, no, sir.
Greetings! These stores are for our Legion troops. Rivellon's finest work up mighty fine appetite, serving 7.
Is this that Esmeralda?
So tell me, Septimus, would your wife or sweetheart be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall you on...
I suppose so, milady. But seeing that I'm neither married, engaged, or attached, I've never bothered to inquire.
Not even worth the rummaging.
Legion's greetings. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach. Were that I had been there,
Didn't actually do anything.
the battle. But my duties lie here, sworn as I am to protect Lady Esmeralda from the rabble that would enforce summary justice on her. I am Septimus, 7th son in a household of 9, legionnaires all. Me and 2 brothers of mine were assigned to Sicile from day 1. Alas, both of them have long since fallen in battle against the dead. So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Rivellon, my friend. And I have traveled more extensively than migratory birds do. She stands accused of murder, but in my mind, her presumed guilt is a fallacy, and steadfast will I guard her. Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Sicile. The Council of 7 couldn't have wished for a better ambassador. That he of all people should have braved the undead siege for so long, only to be felled by fire. And what question tragedy flocks to this place? I can tell you one...
My, what a... Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. I am Esmeralda. Like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer. So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a Well, what do you want to know? Can you tell this is the most ancient city in Andervale? That pagan statue jutting out from the harbour is thousands of years old, in fact. If an orcish cannon... They're nightmare incarnate.
Quite adamant about her innocence.
We'll need to look for evidence if we want to prove she actually did the evil deed.
Well, I want to buy something.
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth.
Selling much? Get back to the inn now.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the northern cave?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
Sorry, the print was the wrong one.
Greetings, Source Hunter. Not exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain, is he?
No.
Your reward for getting your ear chewed off is a waltz through the town's finest magical murders.
Well,
What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so.
like the Hall of Echoes.
So,
it sent us flying into the stars.
Terrible! Terrible!
Oh, this guy.
Will that lasts a billion words. What's this? 2 Rivalonians here? At the end of space and time? How very, very... Oh, yes. Proper introductions. Zigzags the historian, and as for how I got here, well, for a historian appointed by the gods themselves, hopping to the end of time is as easy as what? How you got here, though? On such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space and time, I wouldn't have expected... at last a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that didn't send your heart into your stomach, time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as my... Show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through...
That imp may be quite mad.
Then we'd better...
Black hole. Yeah, what the fuck is that?
You looked. You saw. Terrifying is the portal. It's quite sprung to life, just like the long dormant flames that deck... You, dear stranger, you must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. Those torches, alight! This portal active once more! It can... Goodness me, how right you are! There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first discovered it. It is the void itself. The dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, this is I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour. It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap it goes. Though I cannot say for certain if it is what I believe. In fact, every last question that ever plagued your noggin might well be answered. For I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than... But why spoil the miss after you? Yeah, you first, but don't dilly-dally.
I'm guessing that's to Nemesis.
Could it be, milady?
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all the...
Astounding! Unbelievable!
You have brought guests,
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. If any other being in Rivellon asked me about the details of their comings and goings, but you are different. So please, do tell me, how did you arrive? A stone. So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here.
and it not like this, no. What happened? Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you...
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. Source hunters. It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say. But I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves... Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a great... Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay upon...
Mysteries of all time. Gaps in history.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the
I see. What the void...
Yes. Though I cannot explain why this if we do not restore time, indeed you must. Though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these
Why, of course! That's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone.
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon. The entire tapestry will crumble.
That shall never be, milady. As please, our most mysterious guest. Are you ready? Are you willing? Will you hunt out the stones? Will you help us restore...
Not a moment ago we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones. What do you make of it?
We can't deny our reaction to Starstone. There must be something to all of it.
Still!
What do you be, Source Hunter? Do tell!
I have the last test. The last test. The last test! If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to break...
The glint in your gaze and the set of your brow suggest no. With you searching out Starstone, I believe we'll mend the tapestry in no time. But you'll need a way to travel between Rivellon and this homestead, won't you? Who wouldn't want to see what fantastic changes your search will yield? And who... Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little secret of how to transport back and forth from the end. Off you go, then. You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to examine. Surely there must be some clue here.
Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void. I honestly don't know.
But like the imp said to the ballista, wouldn't it just? Would that I had just like yourselves, Starstones are curiously absent. From what I can gather, though, they were once cherished by deep ruins, caves. Then neither do I. But the mere fact that activated Starstone has set the Weaver of Time weaving it, this in turn more than implies that you are the Void's natural enemy, for it is you who is setting new events in motion. You who is handing the Weaver new threads. And that which she is weaving, we may not understand the how yet, but oh, I don't know if I'm more than those things per se, but having been given a divine mission does have its perks. Old age can't touch me, that's one. Immortality is mine as long as no one's... But of course I have a price to pay for something that is priceless. It is my duty, so gather those Starstones so that we may know the lonesome observing the frontier of creation. Surfing the vibrant tide of the eons? Well, yes, actually. Perhaps you can imagine. Before you go, I hope you'll be able to...
That Yogamara?
I should have done this from the very start. I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzags, let us turn to the business, and I'll be delighted to give it. Dark webs are being woven around these parts, and it is my firm belief Starstones. It can therefore hardly be a coincidence that Councillor Jake was a collector of the stones we seek. His foul murder and the plight of dying, that means the task you have been given. While you were being lectured by our friend the historian, and the advantage of being a cat, you know. You go, that's where I saw them in a cabinet. Mere slivers, but specks of starstones nonetheless. They lay there. Don't we all long for a sanctuary where our worldly troubles can be? But perhaps I speak only. Like any cat worth its salt, though, I deeply cherish a secret refuge unbeknownst to anyone. To be able to repose without a care is such a precious. Let me phrase it like Zigzags might. A universe without time is like a pen without ink. A pointless instrument stripped of the potential of... I'll not pretend to have all the answers. If Zigzags worries, I met him first, a long time ago, out in the wastes of Youthful Gore. He wondered aloud what on earth a cat was doing out there in the scorching desert, then shared what little food and water he had with him.
I can't even smell the sea air. Oh, that is rot.
So I told him who I was and showed him my human form. In the end, he even shared his great sorrow with me. The unspeakable thing you saw through his looking lens. I was awed and frightened, but swore to help him in any way I could. Oh, before you go, here. Take this teleporter pin. You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have misplaced it. Don't worry though. Now that this matter has been...
Ah, how intolerable it is to think that all the knowledge of the world is being gathered by an imp. A creature that is no more than the result of a... And yet I am a tad jealous of that jabbering little jester. To know all. It is a consummation devoutly to be wished. You'll rue the day you lend your trust to anything that is demon-touched. But this particular specimen, it delights in scholarship. A quality, I must admit, that highly speaks to its advantage. Let us learn, Hunter.
Okay. I am going to leave it there for now. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, please consider following. If you're watching on YouTube, you're going to check out Twitch stream live. Link will be in the description below, or you can check me out at twitch.tv/Raydos96. I might not be back on after dinner. It depends on how tired I am. But if I am not on after dinner, I'll be back on Tuesday night. Till next time, see you later.